Hi, Danielle. So I thank you so much for your thorough explanation of the counselor and their role regarding client care and healthy practice to where it's not unethical. And for me, I looked up the Louisiana's the regulations and the disciplinary actions taken for counselors only because I couldn't do it with the Georgia's website, and I found how symbolic the Louisiana's board and state regulations lined up with the ACA regulations, only because just as you expressed how there was just inappropriate client counselor relationship, that was the same thing, that was a predominant issue, and mine was just sexual harassment charges was the majority. Then there were impairment, very counselor impairment issues, such as them having issues with substance abuse and a substance use, and inappropriate boundaries, of course, going back to the abusive aspect, and of course there were sexual relationships, but most of it was inappropriate relations between client and counselor. And for me, as I saw it, I had the question of how, as a counselor, are you not able to, of course, see your life turning in a direction where it potentially harms the client and yours relationship, or it causes you to cross lines and boundaries. And it kind of goes into your question when it comes to it potentially ruining the client and their future endeavors of finding therapy because the counselor abused their power. And of course, according to the ACA, it is important and imperative for the counselor to practice healthy self-care. And thankfully, the counselor was able to be sat down or to be taken out from serving the client so that they can practice healthy wellness, which meant going to therapy, going to rehab, and stuff of that sort. And it goes back, of course, to impairment. But I feel and believe when we as counselors are prioritizing our self-care, then the focusing on the needs of the client would not be an issue. So those are some things that I saw this past week.